Hey guys, welcome back to another spectator gameplay. Today we are spectating probably the most ridiculous thing that I've ever experienced doing the spectator series. This geezer right here is the most ridiculous Cho'Gath ever, anything that I've seen. This guy has an 86% win rate in high elo in Korea, playing full AP Cho'Gath mid, sometimes top. Okay, now this is so absurd. Okay, I'm just gonna pause right here. I just want to show you this guy's OPGG. Okay, look at this. Right, it's 84%. Not 86%. When I saw these stats, I was like, okay, that has to be inflated. This guy must play a shit ton of flex queue, right? Well, look at his solo queue stats. The past 3 months, this guy has a 78% win rate. Look at him. Look, just look at the Cho'Gath profiles here, and just look at how many games this guy wins. He just look at this. This is absurd, honestly. Like, I maybe sound like I'm playing this up, but it's absolutely bizarre. This guy genuinely plays full AP Cho'Gath in Korea at Diamond 2 and has a 80% win rate over the last 3 months. It's absolutely ridiculous. That's one of the highest win rates I've ever seen with this sample size, and it's on full AP Cho'Gath, and he's still doing it. He played the game 11 hours ago and stomped that game as well. It's ridiculous. Absolutely absurd. Because of that, because this guy's just so absolutely insane, I've had to bring a prop with me for this video today, okay? Because we are wearing the full AP hat of wizardry, okay? It's really tight on my head. Okay, in honor of this guy, I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. I can't read Korean symbols, but in honor of this, oh god, this is fuck. In honor of this guy, we're now wearing the full AP hat of wizardry. All right, excellent stuff. Let's get on with the gameplay, boys and girls. So, this geezer's name is I don't bloody know what, but that's cool. We don't need to know his name. We're just going to watch him. And from this gameplay today, hopefully we can learn, how to play this Cho'Gath stuff, and outside of that, just have fun watching and all that lovely business. So, one sec. I just need to fix that real here. Bing, boom, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So, first things first. Something that's really cool about this guy and what he does. Is that he goes the exact same setup and build every single game, which is beautiful because it means if you want to do this, you don't have to use your brain, you just copy everything that he's doing, right? So, first things first, you will go for the Doran's Ring and 2 health potions like he's done here. Runes and Masteries, by the way, 12-18-0 with Thunderlords, every game Thunderlords, and for your runes, go for Magic Pen Reds, 5 Armour yellows and 4 health per level yellows, 6 CDR blues and 3 AP blues, and then just 3 AP Quints. So that's what you go for your skill order. Max W, then get Q, and then get E last. And for your item build, you'll see this guy generally does full AP and the same build every single game. Starts with Doran's Ring. You'll see what the build is because, I mean, I don't really need to explain it as he's going to be doing it this game because he does it every game. But, yeah, absolutely ridiculous, absolutely crazy here. Lane phase, early lane phase at least, is mostly kind of like a farm fest, I've noticed, for this guy. I've never watched this specific game back, but I've kind of, like, watched other ones so I can learn, like, his play style, I guess, if that makes sense. But I feel like it's nice to have, like, the organic reaction, I suppose, of me watching this game for the first time fresh. Now, he's level 3, which is a level advantage over Lucian, but unless his jungler comes, he can't fight. But if this was a 2v2, they'd win it just because Cho'Gath has a level advantage, but it's not a 2v2, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, he chills out a little bit early, farms up a bit. Doesn't really tend to do anything until level 6 at least. And then there are also some item power spikes that he waits for as well. I'm just going to get rid of that then. We're going to skip forward some of this lane phase because it's pretty standard, like I say. You just farm up, you do all that lovely business, and then you keep going. I don't really care about the side lanes and watching that stuff. I just want to watch what this guy does. Sejuani is invading here, so he's making the rotation. Sejuani's though, so I don't know. She ain't going to be able to do anything. Kind of pointless. But he's playing it really passive here. He's playing this one really, really passive. His pathing. Oh, that's a nice 2-man knock-up into the 2-man Feral Scream as well. One person goes down, but it's not who he wants to go down. He's playing it chill. Another great knock-up. Is that going to be the kill? Come on, you got to get someone here, surely. Oh, beautiful hook again from Thresh. Well, when I said you got to get someone here, I was actually talking to Cho'Gath's team, not to Thresh, but that's cool. Nothing happening there, sadly. No kills. coming from the red team, sadly, but it's okay because he's getting his second item, which he does. It does this every single game. 2 Dawn's rings. Also, this refillable potion. This is kind of like a standard thing that a lot of people do actually, not just this Cho'Gath, but a lot of laners in Korea. I will do this where on their first recall, like on their very first like level 1 purchase, they get standard potions, and then when they recall, they get refillable potion. You'll probably see that for some other people today. That like Lucian's done it as well. He started with Doran's Blade, but has now gone refillable. Okay, is he actually taking blue buff here? Alright, well, he's just taken his the first blue of 5 minutes. Okay, I wasn't expecting to see that, but fair enough. This is really tight on my head. It really hurts my ears. Holy shit. Anyway, one of the great things about Cho'Gath mid is how fast he pushes minion waves down. You saw how quickly he did that when... Okay, I missed that. Lands the Q, does a few Qs for harass, lands the first Q, feral scream, flash, E, boom, dead. Okay, this is Diamond 2, by the way. This Cho'Gath has Diamond 2 elo and is also playing versus Diamond 2 players. So these aren't bad players. This is better than anything I've ever shown you. Unless you're watching me in like season 2 or something. These aren't bad players. Yeah, he just shat on that guy basically. Okay, so he gets Medjai's every single game. By the way, just gonna throw that one out there. Medjai's every single game. Every single game he gets Medjai's. But that starts with this Dark Seal, so he gets that, and then the Swiftness Boots as well. Again, he gets this every single game too. Regardless, he's always going Swiftness Boots, and he gets them really early as well. This like as early as you're seeing it now. All right, so stuff's happening topside here. I wasn't sure whether or not I was. This is actually, whoopsie daisy, wrong button. This is not being sped up here. Cho'Gath generally just moves that fast. I guess it's because he's kind of small. He doesn't have any feast stacks. So, oh, that's a face check. Q, silence, and the nom. Beautiful, dead. Excellent stuff. Is dead. Oh shit. Summoner spells, by the way. This is something which he does the same pretty much every single game. Very few occasions he'll change this, but Ghost Flash is what he does in mid lane like 90% of the time. I saw him go Cleanse once when he was playing versus Twisted Fate, and if he ever gets put in top lane, his build is still the same, but he goes Teleport, and if he ever goes into the jungle, everything changes. He goes Bond of Stone, builds full tank. If he gets Jungle Cho'Gath, everything changes. Alright, so another cheeky roam here, pushes out the mid lane really, really fast. Like I was saying, that's a great benefit of this mid lane AP Cho'Gath. But he's going for the roam from the backside here, just one scream. I actually thought Ashe was the enemy team there, but whatever. Not going to be able to get anything here. She's going to die as well. A bit of a unsuccessful roam there, not going to lie, but it's okay because he didn't die. So his KDA is still fine, which means at the end of the game, if he loses, he can just blame his team. And that's fine, you know, he's got his excuse lined up. As long as you have an excuse, it doesn't matter. You know, if your KDA looks good, you can just blame your team. Boom, there's your excuse sorted. That's rule number 1 of solo queue, guys. Always have an excuse when things go wrong because it's never your fault. Don't forget that, guys. Solo queue is never your fault. Always someone else's fault, and that's why you can't climb. That's sarcasm, by the way. All right. Let's get forward some of this. He might try and go for like the blind knock up here. He's got the vision over the wall here, so if I can... Yeah, we can see he's getting like vision over here. So if Lucian ran up or something and walked over here to maybe go ward or something, he could catch him. But he just wants to go for the recall here and go towards his first like big item, I guess you could say, first proper item, which is the Proto Belt. So he rushes Proto Belt. It's pretty much so that when he lands, the combo mostly is like he'll land Q, set it up with that, and then he will Proto Belt to get distance plus a little bit of burst, and then screams and eats them. Or sometimes he will scream first before he Proto Belts forward. But still, you're seeing how much damage this Feral Scream is doing, by the way. It's doing a crap ton of damage to those minions, as in, yeah. Oh, that's Yashar. Oh, close. The crap ton, like, he clears these minion waves so fast. So he's just, like, farming up really hard here. Like, it's one of the reasons why this guy has such a high win rate, I would say, is because the way he's playing, it's like almost guaranteed to get fed every single game. Look at that. 3 auto attacks with his E and a scream and boom. The whole minion wave is dead. Ridiculous stuff. But yeah, like I say, he's guaranteed really to get fed because he's just farming. Like he's not necessarily. Yeah, he has 2 kills, which is nice. He's roamed and stuff, but he just kills minions, kills a minion wave in like 1 second, and then eats that. Well, not literally eats it because of his ulti, but you know, just picks up that minion wave, and then, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't miss any CS really, and then it just means that he's getting so much CS that it's just like really hard for him to not get fed. Look at that, 1 scream onto Lucian there is like almost a third of his health. That's crazy. Plus, he's just getting so tanky here because if he eats people, especially if he last hits champions with his feast, he's just getting naturally tanky. He's on 1.5k health with 2 Doran's rings compared to Lucian, who's on 1.1k health. Oh, he's dead. That's it. He's just dead. Look at that. Lucian even healed through that. He's just dead. Just flat out dead. Ridiculous. You get caught by 1 Q, and then you're like, okay, that's a third of my health. And then the worst thing outside of that, if you get caught by another Q, you're done so. You get caught by 1 spell from Cho'Gath, and it puts you in range to get 1 comboed. That's insane. That's I don't know. I may sound like I'm overplaying this, and you may think I'm sounding really irritating here. Legit though, I just think this is ridiculous. Like, it's just ridiculous. I don't know. I just find this ridiculous to watch. I've never seen anything like this. Like, with the win rate and everything, ridiculous. Ashara in mid lane catches someone. Oh, that's a cheeky deny right there. Re-engage from Thresh. Nice flash away from it as well, though. Kalissa's pretty fed this game 4-0 plus with the Bather and King, which is very good if you've got lots of health but not so much armor, which is exactly what Cho'Gath has right now with his Proto Belt, double Dorans, and feast stacks. 3 feast stacks giving him a bonus 360 health. Holy shit. So yeah, Kalista is going to be a big problem for him. So as soon as he's in trouble, flashes out of it. Beautiful stuff. Alright, signs happening in the top side here. Kalista starting things off. Kayn avoiding the initiation by ulting onto Sejuani. Screaming at the enemy, getting stunned. Has to run away. Proto Belt safely there. That's nice. Ooh, tried to get a predictive Q, but wasn't quite to be. Not going to get anything else here. So that's a 1 for 1. 1 for 1. 1 for 1 so far, that was. When all said and done, 1 for 1, not too bad. Look at this regen, by the way. Kills 4 minions against 200 health. Absurd. Alright, rank 2 ultimate now, boys. Oh, I missed that. He got a little bit too greedy there. That's cool. Don't worry, mate. I was fast forwarding. No one saw that anyway. That's cool. Alright. Next item here, guys. It's probably finishing his Medjay's. Let me check. Yeah, Medjay's has been complete. He's on 1 stack. After the Medjay's, he goes for the Luna's Echo, which is pretty standard, I guess. But it just, yeah, it's just like more burst damage, really. Like it's just like a high burst damage build. Also helps with his wave clear a little bit because he's not going to get any more points into his W, obviously. Oh, cheeky! Any of these Ashar's land, this Cho'Gath gets fed as ball sacks. It's interesting to note, by the way, that he doesn't use his feast unless he is gonna kill someone with it. Like, he's not using it now, for example, to get like a feast stack. Like, he could have killed the Scuttle Crab there pretty fast and just feasted to get a feast stack. He's saving it. He's this guy's all in. He's all in on the aggression right here. Nice catch with the Q. Follow up from the Rumble as well. But the Callisto T saves Thresh. Feels bad, man. Alright, so thinking about it, not only do these guys have the OP AP Cho'Gath, but they also have an Ardent Sensor compared to Thresh, who's not going Ardent Sensor. So you would think that that's a free win, right? Nice hook. You've got to be careful though, Thresh. Cho'Gath probably could have one-shot that Thresh there as well, but he's just laying down the zoning tool there by throwing the Q forward. The enemy team can't walk any closer there to try and kill the Rumble, because if they do, they get caught by the Q and they die. So still not using his feast here, not getting any feast stacks, still not using that. Holding on to that shit. And instead, he's just going to recall. And or is he not going to recall? How much gold does he have? 1,200? No, 500. Why would he recall? He's got nothing to buy. Doesn't usually recall until he can afford a larger rod from this point, because that's going into his Ludens. Like, he could recall and rush the Ether Wisp, but oh, he catches it with a Q and he's dead. Beautiful stuff. 1 Q, 1 shot. Ridiculous. He's not even that squishy, honestly. Okay, this is hurting my ears way too much. Whew. Kennen is honestly not that squishy. Kennen has Proto Belt. That's like what, 200 health? 300 health. Kennen has 300 bonus health and he still one-shots them. It's just absurd, honestly. Right. Setting up a play here, potentially. Doesn't have his feast, though, so it's going to be hard to one-shot. He's got to play... This is probably the biggest downside that I've seen with the way Cho'Gath plays. If he doesn't have his feast up, then he's pretty passive with the way he plays, and he's pretty weak in general. So he has to play pretty chill when his ultimate's on cooldown, but his ultimate's about to come back up in 10 seconds. Just throwing off the harass, Q into W, not dedicating, but throwing off the harass, then backing off. That's actually a really underrated playstyle, or just something to do. Feast the dragon, though. Gets another sack with that. Beautiful. Plus, you get like the bonus sack because that's a dragon. If you norm champions and dragons, like you have a cap of 6 feast stacks if you're feasting minions and stuff and jungle monsters. But if you feast dragon, baron, rift herald, or players, then the cap is endless. So he's, I think, got 3, maybe 4 feast stacks from players. 4, I think it's 4 from players and dragon. So he's like off to a really good start with this shit. But what I was talking about, which was really underrated, by the way, just harassing people, just like going in, fighting them, and then not dedicating, just backing off after that, because you don't have to always go for the one shot, or it doesn't have to be a kill or nothing. Just fighting someone and getting them low is good by itself. All right, picking up some more farm here. He did get the needlessly large rod. Building into his Ludens here. We'll skip forward a little bit. Is he going to go for the Q catch here? Really hard to... Oh, that's the Ash Arrow. Goes wide again. I think that's 0 and 4 that I've seen so far. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm being harsh to him. But still. Skipping forward here. Actually, the enemy team is winning, by the way, at this point. We're 20 minutes into the game, and the enemy team is 3,000 gold ahead. Cho'Gath is doing pretty well, but everyone else in his team... Well, I mean, Rumble's doing okay, but really there's nothing special happening from his team. And if anything, the enemy team... I would rather have a Sejuani be equal with Kayn at this stage of the game, because Sejuani is a tank, right? Especially in this meta. Can we go for the one shot? That's risky. Flashing in, Kennen. Alright, he's going to back off from this one. He's not going to dedicate too much, but Rumble is going in. Rumble is most likely going to be going down. He does go down here. But Cho'Gath played that one really, really scared, actually. I mean, he knows the champion more than I do. I thought he would go for the one shot there, but I guess he didn't have it in him. But that's fine. They go for the Baron. Cho'Gath can maybe feast steal this, but that's... Nope, nothing going. So 5,000 gold down now. Baron as well. This is going to be a tricky one. But honestly, I chose to highlight this game because I think this one... I saw that it was a longer game, and therefore you'll probably see more from this game about how to play him at all stages of the game. You know, not just like early stomp and that's that. Which I think can still be useful to watch because you can see like how to snowball and whatnot. Oh, pings from the enemy team coming in on Cho'Gath here. He can't see this, mind you. Only we can see this because we're in spectator. Oh, he's got to get... Oh, he didn't quite get the one shot. Oh, the Astro finally hits the pro belt, finishes him off. I think he can get out of that as well. Beautiful stuff. He's out of there. Oh, no. Now it's too much. He's out. He's dead. Goodbye, Cho'Gath. Auf Wiedersehen. Good night. Sayonara. Peace. Anything else happening here? Nah? Okay. 1 for 2 is not great. When you're behind, even going even is good, but 1 for 2 isn't great especially when Cho'Gath is arguably their best wave clear, and they just need to defend against Baron. So you don't really want to lose Cho'Gath in your best wave clear when you're up against Baron. However, having said that, it's still quite early on into the game, so enemy team can't push too much, so it shouldn't be a big problem. Anyway, let's see what's going down here. A ward to protect the flank, or was that a miss? Oh, he's hiding. Okay, what's he doing here? He's got something in mind here, hasn't he? Alright, the enemy team is initiating onto the rumble. This could be it, lads. Oh, no, never mind. I was really hyped about that. I was really hyped for that, not gonna lie. That could have been sexy. The 3-man queue could have been sexy. Alright, this is a game of turtles. Lands the QW harass. Nope, nothing going. Resident Sleeper Turtle. Someone's weighing me up. Look at my hair's gone grey just watching this game. Parts of it, at least. You know, it gets more grey on the sides. Just waiting for something to happen. Ugh. Oh, no, we're still... sorry, we're still turtling. I thought something was happening. Jolted awake. I thought some action was going down. It's not happening. Alright, let's see the wave clear here. Oh, gets a 2-man catch. The 3-man, the scream. Beautiful stuff. Has to pro better way. He's used this more defensively than offensively, but still, that's good because now he's alive and he can continue to contribute. Keeps throwing out the Q, throwing out the... What am I doing? Throwing out the Q, throwing out the W. Still got his feast up. No, he doesn't. That's a lie. That's gone down, but he doesn't need it because it kills Kennen anyway. A 1-for-1, like I say, when you're behind, 1-for-1s are just dandy. And plus, Cho'Gath, a lot of sustain, a lot of wave clear. He can stay here. Doesn't necessarily need to recall. Gonna play it chill though. Doesn't want to get caught. Bit of a step forward here. Throws out the Q onto Kalista. She has more Man Mortius though. Not gonna go for that one. Nothing happening here. Nothing happening here. Kane goes for the re-engage. Tries to land the Q. Lands the Q. Gets the scream. Feast is off cooldown now, boys. It is off cooldown. If he wants to go for the play, it's going to happen. There's the Proto Belt. That was an interesting Q. The Feast whiffs, but the Scream picks up Sejuani. You know what? That play had potential. I think he thought that the enemy team was just going to like run away from that one. And so he kind of put his Q forward, but he just balls that up big time. It's okay, it happens. So, after your Luden's Echo, you go for an item which I am sure you guys are going to be very happy to hear that he goes for in his build. Rabadon's Death Cap. Yes, that's the cosplay here. I'm basically doing this Cho'Gath as a cosplay here, except I'm missing a few things. I don't have a Luden's Echo. Maybe these scissors will count for that. A Proto Belt. I don't have a belt at all, but Shad's wearing that, so that's cool. A needlessly large rod, I'd show you that, but then this video would be age restricted and I'd probably lose my channel. And I would, I obviously don't look too Cho'Gathy right now, but sadly I left my fire mask in the other room, so can't quite look like Cho'Gath this game. But all good in the hood. He's going for his blue buff. He's got a lot of blue buffs this game. Starting from the 5 minutes. Oh, he just nommed the Gromp. Excellent. He's still getting stacks. He has 3k health, 2.9k. He's pretty bloody tanky. But he's really looking for this level 16 power spike now. Level 6, level 11, level 16, rank 1, rank 2, rank 3 of your ultimate. Big power spikes for champions who are ultimate reliant, such as Cho'Gath, who needs this ultimate to one-shot people, but his team just getting caught left, right, and center. Like, how's he gonna deal with this one? Gets the catch, gets the W. Nice harass going down. Plays it very passively. Still not going too hard here. Still has to wait for the feast cooldown, of course, if he wants to make a big play. Running away with the swiftness boots. Goes for the QW harass once more. Just got to defend here now. Just got to defend. Nothing special. Attempts the Q catch. Not gonna happen. Is he gonna scream? Oh, that's the ghost. He's looking for the one shot. He's looking for it. His feast is off cooldown. His ghost has been popped. He's going for the one shot. Oh, look at these jukes. That's it. Oh, that's nice. Proto Belt feast. She's gone. Proto Belt feast deletes Kalista off the map, and she's the Fed member, boys. Another beautiful mop up there on the Sejuani. Flash W gets flashed away. Answered flash for flash. Is he going to chase the Lucian or go up for the Kennen? Looks like he's going up for the Kennen here. Swiftness boots kicking in. Proto Belt ain't going to save you. Maybe it will. It will. Alright, I lied. No, it won't. You're dead. Sayonara. Goodbye. Beautiful stuff. Cool thing to note about your Thunderlords, by the way, when you're playing Cho'Gath, is that your E, when you auto people on your E zone, you get like an extra stack of towards Thunderlords. So you only have to auto someone twice, or you Q them and then auto them with your Eon and you get Thunderlords. So just a little extra thing to make Thunderlords a bit more effective on Cho'Gath. Would have been nice if the team could have waited, like, I don't bloody know how long that cooldown is. Not too long, actually. Yeah, that was like a few seconds. If they could have waited a few seconds then, give them the feast stack to Cho'Gath, that would have been nice. But I don't think that's the end of the world, really. Good stuff, though. That's nice. That's the turnaround. You get the Baron. You still got to do a little bit more work before you are on even pegging this game. But it's the window that these guys were looking for. Initiation onto Rumble. Rumble buying time with the Zonyas. Can't quite go for the one. Okay, she's dead. You can't even step an inch close to Cho'Gath. The Proto Bell Nom combination there, destroying Kalista. Why is someone who has 3.6k health able to do that? Beautiful stuff. Pretty standard fight going down here, though. I should be putting on this screen, shouldn't I? This is going to be the mop-up for the red team as well. I mean, we said... nice scream onto the cannon. We said it was a nice comeback into the game before, but they needed a little bit extra. This is that little bit extra. And if we take a look at the gold now, they're most likely going to be evening gold here. Not quite, but very close to it. And honestly, with the team compositions being what they are, and the fact that we're like 30 minutes into the game here, 2,000 gold really isn't the end of the world as far as gold difference goes. But look at the scores on the red team here. 3 for 7 on the top laner. 4 for 4 in the jungle. 2 and 6 on the AD carry. 0 and 3 on the bot lane. And then 13 and 3 on Cho'Gath. This guy is hard carrying this game. High elo career. 1v9ing right now. What? On full AP Cho'Gath. What? I don't bloody know. Ridiculous. Alright. Gets the death cap. Next item. Last item, I should say. Void stuff. So this is his full build here. Just as a recap, guys. Doran's Ring, first item. Doran's Ring, first back. And then you go for the Protobelt Rush into the Medjais, into the Ludens, into the death cap, into the Void stuff. So this guy is sitting currently 3,600 health, 822 AP, plus he's got a bunch. Look at that! Plus he's got a bunch of magic pen now as well. But to be fair, like his ultimate's true damage, so he doesn't like Void Staff is only really useful for like his Q and W. Still useful, don't get me wrong, but you can see why he's prioritized AP over anything else. Like this guy's ultimate now. Does 1,500 damage. No, sorry. 1,200 damage. 1.2k. And W does 800 damage. Wow. What? His Q is a 1-for-1 ratio. His Q is 1,000 damage. 1,100. What? 300 damage with every ult attack. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. How much damage did that deal to Kennen there? 1 W from Cho'Gath is half of Kennen's health. Holy shit. This guy is just popping off. And he's dead. Blink and you miss it. I would rewind, but there's been a bug with the replays recently where sometimes if you rewind, it crashes the whole replay. So not going to bother. You can just rewind on YouTube. You know, you can just rewind yourself. You have the liberty of doing that. I can't quite do that. Just dead. Catch you in the queue. They're dead. The damage is insane, honestly. It's just crazy. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm excited. Okay, Kennen's going in. Pops the Zhonya's, gets the ultimate off. Times the Q to perfection with the Zhonya's. Screams at him afterwards, and he's out of it. Like an angry spouse. Yelling that the dishes aren't done. You scream. Super effective. He's dead. They take down the Cho'Gath. Can the red team win a team fight with Cho'Gath being dead? Yes, they can. They use so much to kill the Cho'Gath. At this point as well, people are starting to scale a little bit more. Kayn also going for the Shadow Assassin Kayn. So he's more of a carry Kayn than Rast is. Which is especially good if you're in a situation where you need to carry. Which in this specific situation is very good. But they're going to give up on the play here because they don't want to extend too much. Lucian's going to get the young Michael Double. Kane's having none of it. He's out of it. He's not staying. A few question mark pings going down there, but no, Kayn didn't want to suicide there, potentially suicide there, especially since he had the Guardian Angel. You don't want to overextend to help a fight when you got GA up, because if you die, you don't just die, but you lose the GA2, which is a 5-minute cooldown. Is it 5 minutes? 300 seconds, 5 minutes. So yeah, that's a big cooldown to waste there. 10 stacks of feast going on right now. Let me click on that. 10 stacks of feast, 1,600 bonus health. This guy can get 3 more stacks as well from jungle monsters before he's reached the cap. So he's not even near the cap. He's got 6 stacks from killing champions, for goodness sake. Alright, Baron is respawning here. That's what's going down here. They're just prepping the vision, prepping this whole area here, so that when the Baron fight happens, they've got good vision around it, so that they just they stomp the vision, so that the enemy team has to face check them to set up a fight here. So this is when Baron's spawning and you've got the lead. This is what you want to do. You want to prep vision around the Baron, control wards, sweepers, so that you can deny vision here and force the enemy team into a sticky situation where they don't face check you and risk losing Baron for free, or they do face check you and then you can fight them and they will lose the fight as well. So smart thing to do. Got to do this stuff. But here we go. So they're forcing the fight here. Rumble's going in over the wall. Is he going for the Q over the wall? Is it going to hit? Oh, it lands. Is he got flash? He's dead. Ooh, a bit of a waste of your ulti there, but that's cool. You just want to one combo him. Ridiculous. That is Lucian gone. Another stack as well. Thank you very much for that one. Completely obliterating the Lucian. Fight turns around though. Kennen doing a good job. Oh my goodness. The QW on the Kennen just obliterates him. Karma picks up the kill on Sejuani here, which I can't help but feels a bit of a KS. Then again, he just kills Thresh as well. Karma obviously is a carry in this fight. But that's a good fight. 4 for 3. That's fine. Not really much to do in the mid lane here, though. If anything, if they wanted to push a lane, they should go top side, because that's where they've got minions close and a tower available. But honestly, that's not what they want to do. They want to go for one of these objectives here. They're going for the Elder Dragon. This one makes sense because it's the easiest one to take. It's easier to kill. Don't even know if these guys could two-man the Baron there. But Dragon is a lot easier. Plus, these guys have 2 dragons. So having Elder Dragon does give you decent benefit here. And here comes the Baron fight. Stolen with the Ash Volley from a Kalista. Are you kidding me? That's a question mark. Spam ping right there. These guys aren't even spam pinging. What's going on? I wouldn't even be fighting right now. I'll just be spam pinging. Here comes a re-engage from Kennen again. Nice re-engage. Picks off the Ash. Is this AP Kennen? Is this actually AP Kennen here? It is AP Kennen. Holy shit. But that was a nice re-engage from the AP Kennen there. Gets through Maelstrom. Picks off the Ash. I don't know if these guys want to be chasing Kalista, but having said that, what else are you going to do? You may as well just chase her, to be honest. But yeah, Cho'Gath pops off in that fight again. Unsurprisingly, doing it all game. And he's out. Nice chase, but Kalista's gone. You might think, by the way, that this guy would go for the elixir that gives you health. You know, because it's Cho'Gath. Scales, health scales with your ulti. You can, you know, there's no tank on your team. But no, he's gone for the elixir sorcery. So he's on 1,037 ability power right now. 1 Q does over 1,300 damage to a target. 1 W does over 1,100 damage to a target. Nope, just 1,000. Never mind. Can't do maths, that's fine. 1k damage from the Scream. 13k damage. 1,300. Oh, that's a one shot. Goodbye. Doesn't even need to use Feast. QEW dead. Ridiculous. Alright, this is a good time to start the fight. They just picked off the Lucian. 1 carry down. This has got to be a free win right here. You might need to Feast that, because that's true damage. But this is actually a really good fight to start with. They split. Blue team split red team quite nicely here. Whoa! The double kill with the Q. Holy shit, wasn't seeing that one coming. That's nice. He's got the double kill here. Is he going to get the quadra kill? Quadra kill. There it is. Beautiful. That's actually a delayed pentakill. He killed Lucian. Why is that not a pentakill? I thought pentakill like rolled over until you like until like someone respawned. Whatever. The delayed pentakill. 23, 4 and 8 with teammates sporting 4 and 10 scores, 4 and 5 and another 4 and 10. 4 and 10, 4 and 10, 4 and 5. 23, 4 and 8. Ridiculous. Absolutely insane. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay though. Let me know what you thought about it. Cheek thumbs up if you enjoyed it. You can subscribe to me for more. And he's got another one. The fountain tower does nothing to him. He's too tanky. 24, 4 and 8. Cheek thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to me for more content. It's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from Shadwell. I hope you... Oh my goodness. I didn't have my Shad cam on the whole time. Okay. That's awkward. Because Shad is here. Okay. Now that's really awkward. But he's here. There he is. He's here. Okay. I'm terribly sorry for not having Shad on this whole time. But there he is. Goodbye from me. Goodbye from Shadwell. And I will see you in my next video.